Hello guys, welcome back to VK Tutorials educational channel. In this video, we'll learn about Polynomials class 10 chapter 2 exercise 2.3. Before going to the exercise 2.3, we'll learn about basic terms of division, which you have learned in your primary classes is something like this. This part is called the divisor part. This is the dividend and this will be our quotient, and after dividing you'll get remainder, isn't it? Yes. So why am I teaching you these things is here in polynomial we should understand the division algorithm. Suppose in division algorithm p of x and g of x are two polynomials in which g of x is not equal to 0, then we can find q of x and r of x. Here r of x will be equal to 0, or the degree of r of x is always smaller to the degree of q of x. Now what is p of x, g of x, q of x and r of x? Here our p of x is the dividend, g of x is the divisor, q of x is the quotient and r of x is the remainder. So the division algorithm says if p of x, g of x are two polynomials where g of x is not equal to 0, then we can find the quotient and remainder. Isn't it? In our primary class also we learned if you divide using a divisor, then you will get a quotient and a remainder. Same thing apply in polynomials, so that the division algorithm, then the result would be here after doing the division algorithm result would be p of x is equals to g of x into q of x plus r of x. For example, to understand this, let us divide 8 by 4. It's not a polynomial. Just to understand, I am taking an example of a number. 4 2s are 8. Okay. As I have told, p of x is the dividend. Here the dividend is what? 8. Isn't it? And g of x is what? 4. Q of x is 2 and remainder is 0. Is this satisfying? So similarly, if you consider this in polynomials where p of x, g of x, q of x and r of x, you will get the result in this way. Always remember that dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This is the result of division algorithm for polynomials. Now let us take an example of polynomial sum and prove the division algorithm. Here p of x is x cube minus 3x square minus x plus 3 and g of x is given as x minus 1. We have to find q of x and r of x. Then verify the division algorithm. Okay. So as we have done in our class 9, we have to divide by using our division method, long division method. X cube minus 3x square minus x plus 3. So what you have to do is compare the first term. What should be multiplied to x so that you get x cube? It should be x square. So you have to put x square here and multiply x minus 1 term with x square. So you'll get x cube minus 1x square. Therefore x cube minus 1x square minus plus. This gets cancelled. Minus 3, don't look at this sign, the sign which you have changed is what you have to see. So minus 3 plus 1 is what? Minus 2x square. Get this down, minus x. Now again compare the first term x with the first term minus 2x. Then remember, what should be multiplied to x so that you will get minus 2x square? Is it minus 2x? Yes, it is. So you have to multiply by minus 2x. So minus x minus 1 whole is multiplied by minus 2x. That is minus 2x into x minus 2x square, minus into minus is plus, 1 into 2x is 2x. Now if you substitute that here, minus 2x square plus 2x, minus turns to plus, plus turns to minus, this gets cancelled, minus 2x square plus 2x square is 0, so this will be 0, and minus x minus 2x will be minus 3x. Get this down, this will be 3 minus, sorry, plus 3. Okay, again compare, same thing, again compare x with minus 3x. What should be multiplied to x so that you will get minus 3x? It is minus 3, yes it is, so minus 3. Now x minus 1, the whole term, I mean the whole divisor is multiplied by minus 3, that is minus 3x plus 3, minus 3x plus 3. Substitute here, so this will become plus, plus, minus, this gets cancelled. You are left with 0. So therefore we have our q of x as x square minus 2x minus 3 and r of x is 0. Substituting this in division algorithm. What does division algorithm say? Divisor, that is p of x, x cube minus 3x square minus x plus 3 is equals to x minus 1 into g of x into q of x, x square minus 2x minus 3 plus r of x is 0. Now on solving this, we will get x cube minus 3x square minus x plus 3. Let me solve it briefly. X minus 1 into x square minus 2x minus 3. X into x square minus 2x minus 3 minus 1 into x square minus 2x minus 3. That is, x into x square will give x cube minus 2x square, x into minus 2x, minus 3 into minus 3x, minus 1x square, minus into minus is plus 2x, minus into minus is plus again, 1 3s are 3. Now see if there are any like terms. X cube, there is no other term with x cube. Then minus 2x square minus 1x square will give minus 3x square. Okay, minus 3x plus 2x will be minus x plus 3. Is this our p of x? Yes. By this we have verified the division algorithm that always p of x is equals to g of x into q of x plus r of x. Take numbers or the polynomials, the division algorithm should satisfy. So by this we understood that by having two polynomials we can always find quotient and remainder in such a way that the result will always satisfy the division algorithm. Now let's move on to our exercise 2.3 NCERT syllabus. So the first bit is asking us to divide p of x by g of x to find q of x, that is the quotient, and r of x, that is the remainder. So we have to divide the polynomials p of x, which is the dividend, and g of x, the divisor, to find the quotient q of x and remainder r of x. Okay, I hope you understood what is dividend, divisor, quotient and remainder. Now the first sum is given as p of x is equals to x cube minus 3x square plus 5x minus 3, and g of x is given as x square minus 2. So let's divide the following problem. Here p of x should be taken inside, that is the dividend, which should be divided, and the divisor is taken here, x square minus 2. So what you have to do is follow the procedure which I taught in the example. Compare the first terms. Then we'll understand what should be multiplied to x square so that we'll get the inside term x cube. It will be x. So put x here. Then multiply the whole divisor, that is g of x into x, that which you got in the quotient. X square into x will be x cube, minus 2 into x will be minus 2x. Then we have to put this whole thing over here, that is x cube. As there is no x square term in this thing, then you have to put plus 0x square. So minus 2x underneath the x term. So remember, why did I take 0x square? So that it will be easy for you to calculate. Here, always remember, whatever the degree of this variable is, you have to place underneath this. As 5x is like term to minus 2x, then you have to place it underneath that. Then plus becomes minus, plus becomes again minus, minus becomes plus. X cube and x cubes gets cancelled. Okay, minus 3x square minus 0x will be minus 3x square, plus 5x plus 2x will be plus 7x. Always remember, the sign which you have changed is what you have to consider. Like plus 5x, should not again consider minus 5x, you should consider plus 2x. Okay, then plus 5x plus 2x will give us plus 7x. Get this down, minus 3. Similar, consider the first term and this first term and compare them. What should be multiplied to x square so that you will get minus 3x square? It will be minus 3. Yes, absolutely. So now we understood that it is minus 3 that should be multiplied. So we'll put the whole g of x here, x square minus 2, and multiply it by minus 3. That will be minus 3x square, minus 3 into x, and minus into minus is plus, 3 2s are 6. So therefore, substitute again here underneath this, minus 3x square plus 0x plus 6. This will be plus minus minus. Okay. So minus 3x square plus 3x square gets cancelled. 7 minus 0 will be 7x. Minus 3 minus 6 will be minus 9. Isn't it? Yeah. So we found out our g of x and r of x. Here g of x is x minus 3, r of x is 7x minus 9. Let's solve the second sum. P of x is given as x power 4 minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5. And g of x is given as x square plus 1 minus x. One thing you remember is always put them in order of degree. So convert the p of x in such a way that it will be easy for us to solve. Assume, because here there is no x cube term, assume that there is 0x cube minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5. And g of x is not in order, so put it in order x square minus x plus 1. Always remember, it should be in a decreasing order of the degree. 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, then 0. 2, 1, 0. Okay, always remember, so that it will be easy for you to solve and not get confused. Now divide. So as we know, the p of x will come in the dividend part, minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5, and this will be x square minus x plus 1. So proceed with the following procedure: x square and x power 4. Comparing them, we'll get what should be multiplied to x square so that we'll get x power 4. X square should be multiplied to x square so that we'll get x power 4. Now put x square here. Now that we understand that x square should be multiplied, take the whole g of x, x square minus x plus 1, and multiply it by x square. So you'll get x power 4 minus x cube plus 1x square. Hold this term, place it here, we'll get x power 4 minus x cube plus 1x square. If there is no coefficient before variable, it means that it is 1. Don't get confused. X cube, nothing but 1x cube. This will be minus plus change to minus. X power 4 gets cancelled. Yeah. Plus 0 x cube plus 1 x cube plus 1 x cube. Minus 3x square minus 1x square minus 4x square. Okay, and get this down. This is plus 4x. Same procedure, the second procedure also. Compare the first term, that is x square and x cube. So you'll get x square into what should be multiplied so that we'll get x cube. It is x. So we understand that plus x should be multiplied. The whole g of x, x square minus x plus 1, should be multiplied by x so that we'll get are required, that so that we can place it over there. X square into x will be x cube minus x into x will be x square plus 1 into x will be plus 1x. Substitute underneath the like terms. X cube 1x cube 1x cube minus x square plus 1x. So minus changes to plus changes to minus. 1x cube gets cancelled. Minus 4x square plus 1x square will be minus 3x square, plus 4x minus 1x will be plus 3x. You get this 5 down, plus 5. Okay, then again same procedure for the third step as well. Consider the first terms. What should be multiplied to x square so that we'll get minus 3x square. Minus 3 should be multiplied. Therefore, we know that minus 3 should be multiplied. Multiply whole g of x by minus 3. X square minus 3 minus 3x square. Minus into minus is plus 3x. Plus 3 plus 1 into minus 3 is minus 3. Substitute whole here. Minus 3x square plus 3x minus 3. Minus changes to plus changes to minus, minus to plus. This gets cancelled. This also gets cancelled. We'll be left out with 5 plus 3, 8. Therefore, q of x is x square plus x minus 3 and r of x is 8. Thanks for watching the video. Please do subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon. You can follow our Facebook page at vktutorials.in. Also our Instagram page vktutorials_. Log on to our website www.vktutorialacademy.com.